was good. It was good. Uh, uh, when I was going to school, I played basketball. You know, I was young. And like that, we didn't wear shorts. We wore bloomers down below.
Below the knees.
Yeah. And anything else?
What was your fondest memories with your grandparents?
What do you remember most about your grandparents?
Well, Grandma Norris now, I remember a lot. They come to see us, and Grandpa, one time he was at our house, and I was taking up the cornbread, and I had a butcher knife, and he said, "Oh," he said, wouldn't that knife hurt you if you was to slap somebody with that knife?"
Hot knife.
That's what she remembers about some of her childhood.
Yeah.
What did your grandparents do for a living?
They farm.
Gina, you're being just as bad as they were.
And they farm. Yeah. They planted cotton and corn and peas and velvet beans. That's for the cows, and peas were for them to eat. That's what they done, yeah.
Where did they live?
In Alabama. Yeah.
What was your favorite thing to do when you were my age?
What?
What was your favorite thing to do when you were like 16, the same age as Taylor?
Well, did I done?
What'd you like to do for fun?
Well, we lived in the country, and we lived close to a creek, and every day we would go to the creek and go in the washroom, and Pop would throw us in there and make us learn to swim. Throw us in the water, and I remember that most of having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
what was your favorite toy when you were a little girl?
my favorite. The little red hen. That was in the second grade, I think, the little red hen. Wasn't it in the second?
A book that you read?
Yeah. It was a book that, about the little red hen found the seed, and she called her chicken. I can't remember all of it, but I know it was the little red hen. That was a book that, and she found the seed and she called all of her little chickens up there for them to eat too. I remember that story very much.
What was school like?
Huh?
What was school like?
School life. Well, I went to a one-room school. Then they had the first grade up here on this side, and then the second grade, and go on through the 11th grade. And it was good. I mean, I enjoyed.
Did you go past high school, or did you just go to high school?
No, I didn't even finish 6th grade.
Oh.
No, I'm very poor on school, my own words.
Well, why didn't you finish?
Huh?
Why?
Well, one thing I stuttered, and I couldn't read. I just go down to the floor. I couldn't read. I mean, I had a bad. I mean, I couldn't say the words. I stuttered so bad till I just go clean down. So that's the reason I didn't go to school. Was my biggest thing.
How were your parents? What were your parents like?
Huh?
What were your parents like? Your parents.
What was their name?
No,
what were they like?
What were your parents like?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
How did they parent? What did they do?
Well, they was good natured, wasn't Grandpa and Grandma both. I guess you could explain it better than me.
Well, they were very strict too.
Oh, yes, they were very strict, yes.
And you had to work a lot too,
Yeah.
in the house and out in the fields.
Yes, sir, yeah. Yeah, we had to work, and the way we take the bath was in the wash tub. We didn't have toilets and all that stuff, because back then nobody had one. We had a little outhouse. and Mama, in the summertime, she would fix us a big tub of water, and we had oxygen soap, and all of us would get out there and put our feet in there, wash our feet to go to bed. That was our bathing place.
What's your fondest memories of your brothers and sisters?
What do you remember most about your brothers and sisters?
Oh, Lord, much. We just always had the best time together. Now, we never did fight and fuss. We was always just a playing and a jumping in a bucket.
You were happy.
Yeah, we were just happy. That's
And how many brothers and sisters did you have?
well, I had 5 sisters and 5 brothers, and I made 11. Yeah. I had 5 sisters and 5 brothers, and all of them had 5 sisters and 5 brothers. I told somebody that, and they said, "Ooh, that's what."
That's so funny.
It was a big crying, but yeah.
Do you have any memory of World War II?
Oh Lord, yes. Well, you know, William and Ralph both was in there, and William got killed in Germany.
France.
France, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Me and Flora was pregnant with Jim and Ruby, and Jim was born the 3rd day of January, and Ruby was born the 8th. Wasn't it the 8th?
I think so.
Yeah, the 8th. Yeah.
That was my youngest sister.
How many kids do you have?
4. 3 boys and 1 girl.
And when were you married?
I'm married at 19 and 34.
When I was born.
Huh?
When I was born.
Yeah. I think 34.
How did you meet your husband?
Huh?
How'd you meet your husband?
Well, my first one, I didn't go to the hospital, but with the other 3, honey, I was glad to go.
How did you meet Uncle Robert?
Well, it was one Christmas. I was 14 years old, and they come to their uncles and aunts up above us, and then all the boys went a hunting, and all of us girls, we went from our house to the uncle and aunt's house, and we was coming back, and they was in the cotton patch. We was coming down the road, and so they asked us could they come that night, and we told them yeah. And so I met him. Me and him played the graphophone, Sweet Fern. That's that song was Sweet Fern. All that. I don't know. That's all I know. And me and him, and then when they went to leave, Mama, she parts us some popcorn and she parts us some peanuts, so we'd have something to eat on. And so that night before we left, he got a date to come back. and so we lived happy ever after.
How old were you?
Huh?
How old were you when you met him?
Well, I was 14 when I met him, but when we married, I was 22.
Oh.
He asked me to marry him when I was 16. I said, Phil, wait till I get grown, I will. Because I wasn't ready to marry when, well, he was 20, he's 4 years older. I was, and I was 16. And so he waited till, well, from when I was 21, he asked me, had I ever gotten grown? I said, well, just about it. And then we started planning on getting married. Yeah.
Did you move? Where did you move after you got married?
Well, we lived here in the Grange.
Oh.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
long have you been living in this house?
63 and a half years.
So you raised your children here?
We had this built. I come to Lazarus, I hope build it too.
Wow.
Yeah. The Jim, my Jim was 2 years old. Now he's 65.
65.
Yeah. Yes, I hope build this house too.
What's your fondest memory in this house?
Oh, well, when my daughter got killed was the saddest moment. My daughter got killed.
Right
The
there.
train. Yeah. She was 21. She'd been married exactly a year. She married the 6th day of May, and the 16th day of May of the next year she got killed. She was married 1 year and shot in
Did
the
you see
day.
him? He was
The train got her.
in Florida.
Yeah.
That's a call.
Yeah, I've had, and the rest of them have been a good memory. All my children was, well, Billy was born here, but the rest of them was born in town. We lived on the village. Yeah.
What advice do you have to give to this generation?
What,
What-
ad-
You go ahead.
what advice do you have to give to this generation?
Well, I just think they ought to go to church and love the Lord more than anything else. I think that myself. Don't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's the best thing I know. It's the only thing that's going to help us when the world's set on fire, is us loving the Lord and serving Him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for this interview.
Huh.
You have to say that loud.